Nadia.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Okay, everyone can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Hello, everyone, and what is up? Welcome back to Makeup Magpies. All right, so let us begin, shall we? All right, so it's me. I'm Nadia. This is my channel. I love makeup, and you can tell I love Hello Kitty, I love my plushies, and I just love having fun. So let's start with Betsy and go in a circle.
Hello, everybody. So we might have a little bit of an echo. We're trying to make sure that that's situated. Today, we have another episode of Magpies, and we are vacation or travel ready. And as you can see for me, I am either full glam or nothing. There's no in between. Like you can ask Nadia. I've been at the airport at 3 o'clock in the morning putting on lashes.
I'm loving how you're looking right now, though. You're so glowy and dewy. It looks beautiful.
So next up is Ruby.
I'm the one who's traveling today, so this is all because of me. And I have barely anything on my face. So I literally used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products. So that's my face. I'm excited to talk about some good, interesting makeup releases that happened these past couple weeks. I think there's a lot to talk about. So ready whenever you guys are, Steven.
So I used I won a BH palette from Karen Harris a little bit ago. She had some kind of giveaway, so I used BH Cosmetics for the first time today. And so I'm wearing I'm wearing the Puerto Rico palette on my eyes. I don't know if anyone can see, but holy cow, this stuff is pigmented.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally the mattes, I tapped one time. I barely tapped into it, and like a full eye.
The BH palettes are no joke.
Yeah, I was like, and Ryan was like, well, pigment's good, right? I'm like, well, sometimes, but like when there's too much pigment, it's hard to control. So like, that's why my eyes are a little bit bigger than than I was planning. But yeah, for anyone who doesn't know me, sorry, I went right into the makeup, of course. My name's Steven. I try to lead my life with kindness and compassion. Currently, I'm going through metaphysical change. I am just really feeling burnt out from the makeup space. So I'm actually really looking forward to today's episode so I can really trash on some makeup. I really want to be that girl today.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
That's always fun. So I guess we will get started with...
See who we got in the chat. I'm seeing...
Trend.
Tracy, hello. We got Haley. And then Miss Unnecessary. Hello, everyone who's here and everyone who's not in the chat, but I can see there's other people here. Hello, 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 everyone.
Okie dokie. So let's start off with Trend Mood because there's not a whole lot of indie, and then luxury has kind of been womp. So let's go from here because this is something that we can trash on. So this is Wet n Wild's collab with Saved by the Bell. Yay. The full collection is $69.99. So, what are thoughts?
And those are the only like bronzers, and that's the only they have like 2 bronzers and 2 blushes. It's very. I know if I put that on my face, it's gonna look muddy. I already know.
I'm a huge fan of Saved by the Bell, but no one asked for this.
Teresa's dad does her, she does her makeup bingos, and one of the squares is a makeup collaboration with someone who's not known for makeup.
Yeah.
That's what this is. Like, who would have thought, like...
The makeup bag is cute.
Yeah, they could have just done, like, what... Saved by the Bell is, like, late 80s, early 90s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they could have just done, like, a makeup collection from that time period. But they're connecting with an IP so that people feel nostalgia, so people want to buy it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
I'm honestly just so sick and tired of these nostalgic collaborations with things that just like aren't interesting to me personally. But I know that I will like completely say the opposite thing if a collaboration comes out with something that I'm actually really interested in. Like, I don't know, Transformers or something like that.
Anytime I think about like 90s patterns, I think of like old movie theater carpet. Because, it has the random shapes in it.
Yeah. You know, like my thing is like I feel like these collaborations when they do them with like shows and movies, I don't really think I've ever gravitated towards purchasing any of them. And I don't know, like obviously the nostalgia gets me. It's like, oh my God, yeah, it's Saved by the Bell. I love Saved by the Bell. But then it's like Saved by the Bell makeup. Like, I don't know. I want my collection to turn into some kind of classy, bougie looking, you know, like this situation. I don't want like I don't want my palettes to look like DVDs.
Well, my biggest issue with it is like, okay, so Saved by the Bell, late 80s, early 90s, these girls typically had more of a bolder lip, like glossy, just, you know, frosty kind of lip. Not really much as far as eye makeup goes.
No.
So that eyeshadow palette definitely doesn't make any sense color wise. And for me, like that's more of it. Like if you're going to do a collab with an IP, I don't care if it's SpongeBob. If the color story actually works or looks good, then I might consider buying it, even if I didn't care about the show, which I did like Saved by the Bell, but this just doesn't do anything. Doesn't tickle my pickle.
I think the best pieces in here are the lip duos and the bag. Like if
Yeah.
you think about like that time period, like a lip gloss is perfect. Everyone wanted like those like the flavored scented glosses and all that kind of
Yes.
stuff. And then like the bag I think really fits in with that like kind of like it looks like someone's jacket or sweater from that time.
Yeah.
I agree, Betsy. Like I'm tired of these like really lazy
Yeah.
collaborations where like there's no true consideration. Like the most recent one was the Powerpuff Girls from Colourpop.
Yes.
I was really kind of frustrated about that one because it felt like they just were like, what is the colors of the Powerpuff Girls? Let's do that, and then throw on their faces on it. It wasn't like, what is the aesthetic? What is the energy? What is the vibe of Powerpuff Girls? Powerpuff Girls were fun and wacky and weird, and the villains were so strange and creative. Everything about Powerpuff Girls was creative, and then they throw out a palette that's just like cute Claire's makeup. And I guess that's just thing is like they're just signing on with the brand just to make some money, but no one there is actually passionate about what it is, you know, and that's the thing that like bothers me.
I will say we need a him collection from the Powerpuff Girls. We need a him collection.
A villain's collection would be good.
You know what would have been really cool? If they could have somehow collabed in a way to do a caboodle with this whole theme.
A caboodle for Saved by the Bell would have been perfect.
So cool. It would have been so cool.
It really would have. But the shapes on the bag, those are actually, if you remember how the intro started, it would have those like animated, like what you would do in word art. Yeah. It reminds me of Windows word art.
No, but that's what I mean. Like that print on a caboodle would have been so cool.
Oh yeah, it would have been perfect.
That's the best part of it all.
Okay, next up is haven't seen this yet. This is Mod Con Liquid Gel Contour by KVD Beauty. The one thing I can say about this is people are kind of over contour products. A lot of what you're seeing, like what's really super popular right now, at least to me, like when I'm seeing, is glowy skin, not a whole lot where it doesn't look like makeup-y makeup. You know what I mean?
Very natural.
But I think that's what they're trying to do with like the whole liquid gel contour, because that kind of contour is not going to look like a powder contour or like a cream stick.
It's not going to be harsh. It's going to look very natural.
Yeah, I think also this formula. So I'm very skeptical because I've seen like the blushes in use in I don't know if everyone's seen like Karen Harris's video, but like she kept putting more on and it wouldn't show up. So I'm just like how translucent is this gel formula going to be that it's actually going to show up on people enough to create a shadow, you know?
Mm-hmm. Also, I think Cara C did one, and I know Cara C's lighter than Karen Harris, but
I
Cara
think
C did one, and like the blushes all look very similar.
Yeah. Because they're very sheer.
Yeah, this is a pass for me because I don't use contour because I've got a beard, and that's basically my contour. But Betsy, you were talking about like people aren't contouring anymore, and I agree. I think like the style right now is blush draping. Like people are really into like creative placement of blushes and highlighter, and that glowiness, that like summer skin kind of look. And I don't think contouring is the thing, but maybe contouring will come back and like
Oh, I'm
few
sure it
months.
will at some point. But like one of the things I also notice is I'm looking at the description, it has daisy flower extract to help hydrate skin. I have noticed that with ingredients from brands, like they'll say it has daisy flower extract or something else that's really off the
Coconut.
wall.
Or like the oil of a rose petal.
What does that even mean? Why have I never heard of
Oh my
daisy
gosh.
flower? You know, it's like
I think it's a
something to think
gimmick.
about.
It's a marketing gimmick. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
it's just like, ooh, this has like this in it, so it's gonna make you look like this. I don't know. It's just
That
I
should
don't
be a
get it.
square on the makeup bingo is some kind of strange random plant extract. Like what I want to see is like Benefit come out with like a new version of their brow gel, their fiber brow gel, and be like, it's got burlap extract
A burlap.
for extra fiber.
I'm trying to see
goodness.
if any of.
Sad day, by the way. My brow gel is dead today, so this
Oh,
is the last
no.
use. It's like there's like literally no liquid coming out of it. I'm like, okay, well, my brows are just going to be what they are today.
Hey, you have an empty.
I have an empty, my first makeup empty. Well, no, I've gone through
almost-
mascaras and brow gels.
I'm almost done with this finally, but
What is that?
Is that
it's
KKW?
the KKW contour stick.
Oh, but you
little-
love that thing, hey?
But I've been using the CXC, and honestly, I really love this.
Yeah.
I want them to come out with liquid. I would kill
can't-
for that.
Yeah, I can't wait to get mine.
Hopefully your package comes in soon. So next up, this is the new makeup at Ulta. I really don't care about what is new at Ulta. Most of the time, like Powerpuff Girls, I bought that. So I
Yeah.
bought it before it came here, you know. Ulta hardly ever gets anything first. And
Is this the new Kylie?
the same
Oh.
Kylie,
It looks the same.
it
Well,
is
so
the
what's
same.
new about it? Because I saw that
It's
Millie
pink.
mentioned that Millie put the new Kylie thing in her recent bingo, and I was like, I don't see what the change is.
There isn't. Like, not that I can tell. So
It's pink packaging.
some of her packaging was pink before.
That is true.
Is it just pinker? Is it Kylie Cosmetics the pinker
Hello,
edition?
Taco.
Next up is Trend Move. Oh, that's the Hollow Taco has includes it's the whole album experience for their second anniversary. The whole set is $75 or $13 to $14 individually. It's got Heavy Metal Mixtape, Rainbow Flood, Glitterly Purple, Everything Taco, Wayback Chrome, and Bonus Track. I love Hollow Taco.
These are so good. And this is the company that should have done a collaboration with Saved by the Bell. Just putting that
Oh
out
my
there.
god, yes. A nail polish set would have been a good collab.
Could you try again?
What are
What?
you doing?
I didn't get
My
that.
Siri, my Mac is listening to me, so it heard Jeremy and it thought I said Siri. So, how do I stop this?
Did y'all notice that it looks like a CD?
Yeah.
You know how long it's been since CDs?
I still have some.
It makes me feel old.
I still have some roaming around.
Kara C today on her video or yesterday was like, she had like some cassette tape earrings, and she's like, you know what's sad? My kids don't know what these are. And I was thinking, like, records came back. Do you think tape cassettes will ever come back? Will like 8-tracks ever have a comeback moment?
It's
No.
okay. When I have
No.
kids, you remember in the early 2000s when they had those glasses with the lines in them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
the
bet
beach
you those are going to come
sunglasses.
back at some point, and I'm going to be like, oh no.
You know, Nadia, those were out originally in the 80s.
So
Does
they've
anybody
already made
not
their
remember
comeback.
Back to the Future, the Pepsi guy with the glasses
Mhm.
like that?
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay,
they did make a
we did
comeback.
not get flying cars.
Betsy.
Okay, Jeremy, I need some more nail polish. Okay, next up, we've got, what do we have? Oh, this is the
Oh.
Wilderness Palette by Beauty Bay. I bought this. It's so
I bought it too.
inexpensive.
I'm not allowed to look at this.
It's $15, and then if that's the only thing you order, because they have free shipping, I think on like $50, it's $6.50 for shipping. And I was like, you know, $21.50 for this palette. I'd
Mhm.
buy it. Their quality is really good. I have the Book of Magic and the New Romantics palette. And I do love this is a beautiful green color story. And even if you think the bottom row is neutral, it really isn't. That's a really pretty
No.
orange, really pretty red, you know. So
Hey,
Yeah.
Betsy, can you pull up Muerte? Because people said this is similar to Muerte.
it is. Jeremy, I actually own Muerte, so I can get him to grab it. But yeah, the reds and the blues. Will you grab Muerte off my bookshelf? Melt. It's in the M's.
Because like everyone was talking about this, like posting about it like crazy, and
Yeah.
then I had like my mental breakdown, and I was like, ah!
Well, it's actually, if you look at it, it's mainly the top row and the bottom row with
Yeah.
like the mint thrown in.
It's funny whenever I heard Betsy tell my dad it's in the M's. Imagine having enough palettes to be able to go with the alphabet and have plenty in the alphabet.
Oh, so
He's
speaking of that, Betsy, you started your declutter series. Are you going to declutter any eyeshadow?
It's got flowers on the spine. There's two of them that go together. They're right next to each other. Anyways, I will probably get rid of some eyeshadow palettes because there's some that I don't absolutely love, and they're not part of a full set because I'm a completionist. I have admitted that, like, I buy them because a lot of times just to complete the set. Like it was very hard for me to say no to Game Beauty, even though that is a warm neutral palette with a pop of blue, because I wanted it for collection's sake. But yeah, there's some that I'm just like, no, you don't deserve to be here. I will never touch you.
So
See,
who's
this
used
one-
this formula before? Sorry, go ahead, Ruby.
Oh, I was just gonna say the only reason I ended up picking this one up is because after using the Book of Magic, I actually did enjoy their formula quite a bit. And I don't know, this color story just spoke to me. Like I'm sure I
It's
could
got
like
a minty green with roses on the side.
what?
She's looking for Muerte.
Oh,
Got it.
oh, she got it. Let's see.
Look at the spine. It's got like flowers parts.
It's got a skull on it.
Well, actually, if you look at this, it's almost like you'd added them both together.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that now. It's like a little bit of each of the rows, honestly, except for the third row.
Except for the third, yeah.
See? It's actually
it's
like if you put them both together.
Oh my god. It is like those two combined. I have the top one, the Vita, which I'm thinking of actually decluttering.
So tell us about the formula in the Beauty Bay palettes from the Book of Magic. How would you describe it? Like the shimmers and the powders and everything for those of us who haven't used it before.
Okay, so for me, the shimmers are that really, it's not the wet filling ones, but it is like the super sparkly formula. Like they are very impactful for shimmers.
Yes.
The mattes are creamy, pretty buildable. Like some of them are more pigmented than others, but they all build well.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, it's.
Yeah, and there's like minimal like kick up, like not very much kick up, which I really appreciate because it means you're not getting a load of pigment on your brush, especially for such vibrant colors.
Okay, because Adam was saying that he's heard that their shimmer formula is flaky and chunky, but unless Adam's talking about melt.
I really hope they bring this back. This was such a pretty color story.
I love that one.
Those shimmers look wet. Like literally the shimmers, like go back to that picture, Betsy. They look like creams almost. Do you see those?
So there's this one's a duochrome.
That's pretty. That's like a green to a purple.
Yeah.
That's so unique.
Imagine having that like all over your face. Like just
just everywhere.
So next, but
super pretty.
I'm excited for that one. Beauty Bay is a good affordable brand.
If there's a sale and I still want it when there's a sale, I will consider it. But
look at that purple.
I'm not getting it anymore.
This one went on sale for like $11. So it may. You never know. Keep a lookout.
Oh, these look beautiful.
These are Kaima Cosmetics.
Yeah, it's Kaima.
6 different shades, $13 each. Starlight, Minted, Majestic, right top to bottom, Aurora, Rogue, and Jinx. These are gorgeous. Now, I'm sure I have these in my collection, but I don't know what it is. Does it not look a little dry? Like it looks almost like, have you ever had the flaky multi-chromes? Like flakes? That's what it reminds me of. Like it looks a little dry. That's the only thing I can say.
And the only thing that I hate about these is that I wish they had palettes because I always forget I have singles, and so I hate buying singles because I always forget I have them.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
a few singles like this in pots, and I wish I could just pop them out and put them in an
Yeah.
empty.
So I know that Millie is grabbing these, or she already did pick them up, or I don't know if they're out, but I think she said she got them. Anyways, she'll have a review out, so I think I'm going to wait and see what she says. The one thing I'm going to point out, and I know Pat does this too, and we've been talking about this quite a bit, is the lighting that they're shooting this in.
It's
This
very
is not
dim with a
yeah.
spotlight.
So don't take this as this is what it's going to look like when I put it on my eyeballs and go out. It's going to be completely different, right? So I'm going to wait for reviews, see what it looks like. I don't think I need this in my collection, to be honest. But yeah. Millie will have them if you're looking for a review on them.
And Millie at Bad to the Brow does amazing
Yes.
reviews. Next up, why do I care about Desi making more sunglasses?
I don't know,
I don't
but
know,
I
but-
Those
really
are ugly. I'm sorry, those
You
are
know,
ugly.
you know those look like the orange ones?
Those-
They look like the dude from what movie was it? Vector from what is it with the
Incredibles?
Minions? No, with the Minions.
Oh,
Like a dude in the orange suit.
Yeah, these are weird. She has one pair from her staple line that she came out with that I want to get, but I just haven't been bothered to.
These
Yeah.
sunglasses, these chunky, like monotone sunglasses, they look really cheap.
They look like
I know they're
3D
not gonna
glasses.
Yes, they do. They look like 3D glasses you get on the ride at like Six Flags or whatever.
Yeah.
But also, they look like Jeffree Star glasses. I feel like Jeffree Star would wear those. And to me, that is
Oh.
all I need to say no.
Yeah.
okie dokie. What's next? This is new. Is this more? This is more new at Ulta Beauty. Come on, Trend Mode. We don't need to see every time Ulta gets something. Next. This is the Besame Cosmetics, the compacted lipsticks. I haven't gotten any of these. I missed the first one, and I was like, well, I missed the first one. I am not going to buy any of them. That's how much of a completionist I am, and like I would have been the person to go waste $5,000, not that much, but like to try to get the other one. So I was like, nope, we're just stay away.
I feel like I don't have much to say about this one because we've now talked about it twice, and it's essentially the same thing, just different cover
color and different princess.
So my feelings remain the same as the last two Magpies. So you can go look there to see what I thought. So
Okay, now before we get started on this, make sure everybody has a drink. Make sure everyone, has something to do because we're going to be on this for quite some time. No, just kidding.
This is probably going to take the rest of the Magpies episode.
All I'm going to say is rainbow wear. What rainbow?
All I'm going to say is lies, 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 and more lies.
Divine Rose 3.
Well, I'm buying it, not because I'm a completionist. I want to actually go through because I own almost every single Pat McGrath eyeshadow that's out there to show people where she has duped herself, part of it. But yeah, but part of what is coming out with this just drives me nuts. I wish it were brighter. But this might be her version of the rainbow. Who knows? Because she is from the punk era, like that's where she got her start, was doing makeup for punk, like bands and stuff like that. She was really into that. Anyways.
To be fair, the lighting in these swatches
is terrible.
It's not awesome. It looks a little like over brightened. So like the shiftiness of like the special shades isn't really showing up here.
And also the swatches that Pat releases are too over saturated, that they're also not accurate. So I think you're just going to have to wait until people can review it and swatch it for you. Yeah.
But there's not a picture of it. But the other part of this collection, the Intensifies Eyes Artistry Wand, which is a mixing liquid in a pen.
I'm excited about that one.
That is a game changer. Working with a liquid mixing medium, anybody who's done it knows, like I hate loose pigments and stuff like that because of mixing medium. Yeah.
If you want to see an example of a real utopian dream, make sure you head over to Rupee's Instagram page because Rupee created one and it is beautiful. It is amazing. And It is what I had dreamed about.
But Pat would never do it. We know that.
No.
We'll just all start tagging
Hang
Pat
on.
McGrath and
Oh, yeah,
your post.
I have it right here. My
That's
utopian dream.
beautiful.
That is beautiful.
It kind of looks like Botanic Panic a little bit.
Oh yeah, but just more like punchy.
Yeah. Betsy, I am looking forward to your review. Not for myself,
Yeah.
but I have a friend who she's been loving Pat McGrath for years now, but she's not like a real big makeup wearer. And she was talking to me the other day because she's hitting a huge anniversary with work. And so she's like, I want to celebrate and buy a Pat McGrath palette. And she's like, I saw this new one just came out. And I'm like, okay, well, wait for my friends to like get it and review it and like compare it. So I'll definitely like be sending her to like your channels to like get some tips on what to get because she wants to get one. She's going to get one. I know she is because she can't stop herself.
Well, if she
Tammy.
doesn't have it, I would almost always 9 out of 10
Bronze
recommend.
Seduction.
Bronze Seduction is the like, especially for a basic makeup wearer. That's in my top 10 of all time. And I love color, but you know, you need a good staple basic palette because you know some people might be okay wearing like a bright red eyeshadow to grandma's funeral, but you know, I'm not. So you got to have the appropriate every now and then.
Depends which grandma.
True. And depends on how she felt about things, because then it would make me want to make it worse. Anyways, next up, this is the Rainbow's Jealous palette by Suva Beauty. Didn't they do another rainbow palette? It's 7 pigmented mattes with 1 multi-dimensional topper. This is boring.
I feel like Suva. Okay, so I have a soft spot for Suva because they're from where I am. Like they're made here, like here, like in my house.
Yeah. Wait, are you
and
Suva?
Also, no, and they're also like I think they're South Asian owned or like Fijian owned. Anyways, they are some kind of close brown to me, you know. And so I have a really big soft spot for them. They do a lot for charity work and like a lot of different things. But the thing that it is I feel like they just can't stray away from what they know. They're not able to do something different, but they're known for their liners, right? So that's kind of what their thing is. I don't know why they keep releasing like rainbow, because they did have one, Betsy, you're right. They had the one that had, oh no, was it just 6 iridescent pans or something? It was like a little something.
I don't know, but I think it was rainbow.
Yeah.
It was there was the shifty one, like the hyper color
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
remember?
No, that's what I mean. It was like,
It was
yeah, you were right. There were the circle pans. You had the matte rainbow, and then you had the matching glitter underneath. And then they released an iridescent rainbow one too. Yeah, You're right.
So maybe they just don't make that anymore. This is like their answer to that.
Yeah. I mean, they must be doing okay, considering they're still able to come out with releases and.
Yeah,
so good. I mean, good for them, not for me though.
Okay. Does anybody care what's out at Nordstrom for the anniversary sale?
No.
Okay. Next.
Personally, I don't like those posts. I feel like anytime we do these, we can just scroll over.
They're
too redundant. Yeah.
This is God is a Woman fragrance by Ariana Grande. The bottle's beautiful. I don't know. I've never felt, and maybe it's just me, that celebrity perfume was all that luxurious. Like if you came from Walmart, which a lot of the, you know, that's like you would see Paris Hilton's or whoever's there. It was like, well, if you can buy it there, it's not luxurious.
I think I actually have a Paris Hilton perfume I got from Walmart a long time ago.
I have
in my desk.
I have one at my
like
mom's.
rotten fruit.
Okay, I had Ariana Grande's. It looked like a pink grenade. Basically, it was called Sweet as Candy.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I used it all up. I used the whole bottle up. It was so good and it would last long. Like I would wear it to work and people would be like, "What are you wearing? What is that?" It was so good. I never bought another bottle of it though, because I think I bought it at Winners, which is like TJ Maxx, and it was like $24. So I was like, okay, fine. But I would never go pay that price for this when I can buy other higher end brands.
Personally, I like getting the rollers of perfume, like really nice ones. I think I just prefer those. So
I like the rest of the caption and what it said. It's saying that the brand's going to donate towards ocean cleanup initiatives with every purchase, and it's going to make a minimum donation of $75,000. So that's nice. But again, like I'm not going to get on my soapbox about corporate philanthropy, but I don't know. It seems affordable. You know, $55, $65. I just think this is a stand product. This is a product that's designed for people who love Ariana Grande and will buy anything she puts out there. Like the people who like mindlessly buy anything that like Lady Gaga does. I mean, I like music. I like Lady Gaga's music, but I'm not like a mindless drone who buys whatever my favorite artist put out. Like, you know, so that's my thought. Thank you. Next, Ariana Grande.
You see Varun updating me on his shopping.
Okay, next up, this is Quay Australia and Byredo, or
Byredo. It's
Byredo.
Byredo, yeah, I think.
My English, this Southern accent does not do nice things.
I mean, but it could be Redo. I don't know. I'm just saying it. I think that's what I've heard people say.
Can we call it Byredo?
I don't know.
Byredo.
They're like a Swedish brand, so I'm sure how we're both saying it. I'm sure that's got to be wrong.
It could be like burrito or something. Burrito.
Exactly. So I say it the Southern way, you know, like the place where Louis Vuitton is Louis Vuitton. So anyway,
Australia is just the Southern England.
This reminds me, can I just like share a story? It was in high school, I think. Someone I know was in a class with someone. And they were talking about like their Gucky bag. Their Gucky. And the girl goes, do you mean Gucci? So Gucky. So no, that's all.
It's okay. Whenever I was younger, I thought Louis Vuitton was Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So this is
so
the first product was a dry shampoo. This time their collab is a leave-in conditioner for a heat protection and frights. It's not fights, it's frights. Frights frizz in Mojave Ghost by Ritos scent, a woody composition inspired by the soulful beauty of the Mojave Desert. Okay, so it smells. So I guess it just smells like their perfume.
What's it called? Something water? Wait, okay.
I need what are you saying? I don't like
like Gucky water.
Mojave Ghost is the scent.
Yeah, but Yves Saint Laurent is saying that they have a product that she doesn't like the name of called something water.
Oh, Gucky water. No, just
Gypsy
kidding.
water.
That's not it.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Yes, that is a derogatory term.
Yeah, that's not cool. I don't know anything about Byredo, and I don't know anything about Quay. But I do know that I only have short hair, so I don't need things like leave-in conditioners. So
I don't think I'll buy that one. I like the regular. I haven't smelled Mojave Ghost, but I like the regular way leave-in conditioner. It's really good. So I don't know if that'll change.
Oh my gosh, this palette is gorgeous.
I bought this.
Betsy got this.
Betsy, yes. I need you to like weigh this in comparison to a mothership.
Yeah, it looks hefty, doesn't it? The packaging.
It does. It does look heavy, but I'm like, what if you get it and it's like half a pound?
Like it's like
I want it to put the price of it. I want it to feel luxurious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it looks like it is, and the shadows look beautiful. Yeah. Even just like this, they look like.
Okay, so here's the thing, though. It looks like KKW eyeshadow inside a P. Louise container.
No, it looks those shimmers do not look anything like a KKW shimmer.
This is what it reminded me of.
The Tati?
Yes. But these aren't glitters.
No. But you know what?
They're intense shimmers and diamonds.
You guys know I hate pressed glitters. These ones are actually really pretty though.
So there's like glittery. It's gonna be kind of like the Urban Decay kind of formula, you think? Maybe kind of like that shimmery.
Well, I would hope for $95 that her formula is a little bit more luxurious than KKW.
It's too bad that Tati's like all caught up in those lawsuits because people seem to really like her makeup brand.
I thought about packing this one actually for my trip. I thought about it and thought about it, but I went with 2 other palettes instead of the one big one. But I mean, this, I've traveled with it before. It's just so expensive though. For what it is, I feel like it's really expensive.
So
I like those tops. Oh my gosh, they're so shiny.
Do you have any other thoughts on the brand, Rupi?
I don't know if I want to get into it.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have the headspace for it right now.
next up. This is from Be Perfect Cosmetics, and there's 2 collabs. So one's with Kohl's World, and one's with Zachary Vang.
This is weird.
So there's
Kohl's
the
World?
shapes.
I know Kohl's is an Instagrammer.
Is that a blush palette? That orange. Or is that eyeshadow?
It's a contour, brighten, blush, and highlight with these 2 palettes. So one is a define and sculpt. The other one, where's my mouse at? There we go. Is a shape shift in color. So it's blushes and bronzers. So it's just full on face palettes.
It's expensive too. Did you see how much it is for the 2 of them? Like together, it's like $45.
Also,
but you can use the code Trend Mood for 20% off.
Okay, I am.
That one blush from the top, the second one from the top is so you guys know me. I love a good glowy, shimmery, sparkly blush. That's like an eyeshadow.
These look like eyeshadows. They don't look like bronzers and blushes.
No,
also,
I don't think
I am sick and tired of them putting multiple bronzer and blush shades into palettes. Can we just stop that? Can we stop it? It's stupid. No one person is going to use that many blushes or bronzers.
I would use that many blushes. I wouldn't use that many bronzers.
Yeah.
Give me a blush palette. I don't care if it's a blush palette. I have the Arthurian blush palette from Menagerie, and that's beautiful. A 9 one.
Mm-hmm. I feel like blush is different because I feel like you can use them for different tones when you're trying to do different looks. That works. But you're not ever going to be able to use the lighter or the deepest contour or bronzer shades.
Yeah, the person who can use the lightest shade in that contour palette is not going to be able to use the darkest shade. It's stupid. It's such a fucking waste.
Yeah, and then the person who can use the deepest one, what are they going to do with that light shade?
Yeah,
makes no sense.
So,
yeah,
I stayed away from that. Next,
I don't like
nothing
that.
perfect about that launch. Be perfect.
So next up, Rihanna from Fenty is going to have Fenty Eau de Parfum. So, yeah, there's a perfume coming.
Anytime I think about Rihanna, I think of Free the Booby.
What?
Yeah, because every photo you ever see of her, she's never wearing a bra, but she owns a bra.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, actually. The irony.
I never thought about that. I don't pay too much attention to bras.
Next. Just be grateful that you don't have to worry about one.
Yeah.
Because whenever you have to worry, really worry about if you're bigger chested and finding one, it's a nightmare. Next up, this is Good Molecules has a gentle retinol cream. So it's formulated with 0.1% of retinol, which helps helps improve the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and elasticity. It's $8.
So I'd be curious to see what their retinol is coming from. Is it retinoic acid? Is it another derivative of retinol? To see how it's actually going to be coming into the skin. Also, 0.1% is so small. Is it going to actually have any kind of effect on the skin?
I don't know, but it has Acmella oleracea extract in this one.
Oh, and grapeseed oil.
And it has the bakuchiol in it. The bakukake. I can't pronounce it. Sorry, everyone who pronounces these things, I feel like such a fool.
Where does it say it? I can't even see it.
Antioxidant-rich bakuchiol boosts the effect of retinol without irritation. Grapeseed oil, elantoin.
Varun's flip flops just fell down the escalator at the mall.
Maroon.
Oh my god.
What the heck is going on in these
Oh,
comments?
and Lippy, you have no earrings.
No.
Okay, I remember Good Mom was trying to do the giveaway with the freaking fridge thing. I entered into that like 7 times because I wanted it.
I'm
God.
fine with people. Like, I think 0.1% is a good way of like getting introduced to retinol. But I would just tell people to like go get the Ordinary. It's a good formulation. It works nicely.
Okay. Next, this is this is Jaclyn Hill's for National Lipstick Day. It is the peppered and polished lip scrub and the Hydra Pout lip treatment. Damn, that's expensive.
I'm confused. I thought didn't she say this was like for her birthday or something? I don't know. That's what I thought I saw.
I don't know, but that's expensive for like, okay.
I bought
Her
my lip
brand
scrub
is-
from Colourpop.
To me, her brand isn't priced as luxury, but that's luxury pricing for a lip scrub and like a lip treatment.
I would rather spend that $20
The hydrating
towards,
lip
like,
treatment will
Yeah.
nourish your lips with this glossy treatment for a soft, supple, and kissable pout.
will it work on your other
Oh,
lips?
hold on. This is infused with mother of pearl.
Ooh, take a shot every time there's a weird infusion. Cheers.
Is that the theme of today, I guess? Hey,
My
because-
Aries rage is coming out.
Huh?
My Aries rage is coming out right now.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next. Okay, what's
Yeah.
next? Lippy Pencil Vault. Okay, so
I
these are
almost
good.
got sucked in.
But if you don't, now this is great if you're starting off or you're getting this as a gift for someone who has no lip pencils. But if you've got lip pencils, I guarantee you've got these colors. It maybe not in Colourpop, but in another brand. And they're so minute in tone change that you don't need them all.
No.
So I almost fell victim to these. There's 2 sets, and I saw Dr. Ash post on her story. Her story that they were buy one get one free. So I'm like, add to cart. I'm talking to Steven, and Steven's like, you don't need those. And I'm like, yeah, actually, like, when do I even really use lip liner? I use it when I'm doing like a full glam look. Other than that, rarely ever. I'll just slap on a lipstick and I'm good to go. So I didn't buy them. I was good.
Glad. I'm proud of you.
You were
They didn't go to
good. You
waste.
didn't. Yeah, I mean, like, look at those tones.
Like,
They're-
what was I gonna do with like, what is it, like 10 of the same color family? And then, yeah, no.
So
Here-
next,
Maybe if there was more variation, but there's just not enough. No.
Desi Skin has a prep, set, and refresh face mist.
That bottle
It has
looks real
their
chonky.
signature Desi youth juice in it.
I would love some Desi juice. Thank you.
What?
Ooh, that mister though.
I will say I got the Milky Mist from Pixie, and I use it all the time, and it's actually not that bad. It's not that.
Yeah.
It's pretty good price.
I have ones that I'm working on. I did pick up a new one yesterday, but just in the mini, and it was the Hydro Grip. And the only reason I picked it up is because my weekend getaway with my best friend last week, I tried hers out, and I really liked how it worked. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grab one.
So
That pumper
Anyways.
does not look very comfortable or easy to use. I'm just saying that. Like, look how much force she has to use, and look how chonky it is. Like,
yeah,
I'm good. I just bought a mini bottle of the MAC Fix Plus, and I'm in
Yeah.
love with the bottle. I love the smell of it. It's very
Yeah.
medicinal and clinical, and I love that.
Yeah. I really like Fix Plus. You can use it for so many different things too.
Oh, these
Okay.
are beautiful.
these
Yeah,
are
these are
from
cool.
She Glam Beauty. So there's the Fin Within palette, the Flutter Effect palette. Why aren't you scrolling in the comments? There we go. The Viva La Leopard palette, the Wolf Calls, Forever Feather, Go Bananas, which is a set of false lashes. There you go. That's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. And that's pressed glitters in it, isn't it?
Some of
I
them.
think Some of them. I don't think the one with the bird has any glitter. It looks almost all matte, if not a couple shimmers maybe in
bird
there.
one looks very similar to like the Wilderness palette from BH. Also, it
Yeah.
looks similar to the palette, the America's Parks palette from Nomad Cosmetics.
Yeah.
I love the fish palette. It's so pretty. I was like,
fish.
ah.
See, yeah.
It's really pretty. It's very pretty. I would like get
It's
that.
it's very Wilderness and Parks.
Oh,
very.
I love the butterfly one.
That's
Isn't it
cute.
pretty?
It's really pretty.
Those don't look like glitters.
And they're
They
saying
don't.
that $50,000 from sales will be donated to IFAW, an incredible organization that works on a global scale to rescue and protect animals. Also, each palette is packaged in FSC certified recycled material.
Awesome.
You can get all of them for $38.50.
I will also say I appreciate that they didn't stick a mirror in it because a mirror would make it less recyclable. So that's awesome.
Yes, but $50,000 is not very much. And unless those are biodegradable glitters, then pretty much all the effort that they just went in and put into what they're trying to do does nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Because
Well, $50,000 might be a lot if they're like an indie brand. I don't know anything about She Glam.
She Glam is the makeup brand owned by Shein, which is that fast fashion. Yeah.
So this is kind of like a Colourpop.
So you can buy them off of Shein. Yeah, but I feel like they don't release products like as often.
I don't know.
think-
That's 5 palettes at once.
I really want the bird. I really want the bird.
Yeah,
So
I have no
someone
idea.
Come take my credit card away.
Wait, is that bottom one a palette too, or is that
No,
just
this
the
has
cover?
that's the Go Bananas lashes.
Oh, okay, so it's just the cover for it. Okay.
And those lashes look chunky as hell.
I'd wear them.
So would Nadia.
Me and Nadia would wear them.
Actually, you could take those because they're very segmented. You could actually take them and turn them into singles.
That's probably what I would
That's
do.
what I would
Is
do,
that.
yeah.
And I would actually, whenever I'm doing like fun looks, I actually will, if I have some cheap lashes that are chunky like that, I will cut them and I can do them on my bottom and my top lashes.
Yeah. The makeup artist who did my wedding makeup, she actually taught me at that time, like any strip lash you have to make it easier to apply and make it look more natural, cut them into 3 pieces.
Mhm.
And then you apply one and you can layer kind of.
And then it
But-
also is like feels really light and easy to.
Yeah.
Nice.
When you said cut them into 3 pieces, I instantly started singing the song "Cut My Life in 2 Pieces."
These are
I love
my
that song.
homemade jorts. Next. Come on. Jiminy Cricket. This is terrible.
Oh, Care Bears. Again with the nostalgia.
Well, I wouldn't mind the nostalgia.
But this is
of
cute.
it. It's a rainbow palette, and Violet Voss has done like 20,000 rainbow
Hang on.
palettes.
For
You know, it would have been
sure.
cute if they would have done. Okay, if they put like each, because you know how they have the
They've done
symbols on
this
their
one.
bellies. It would have been cute if they would have had the symbols on the actual like color.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
because they're named after them. There's Love a Lot. There's Cheer Bear.
But Nadia, if they wanted to do imprints, that's going to cost them a little bit more money and a little bit more time, and that's not what they're going for. They're looking for quick, easy to put out.
And like Cheer Bear's color that they used is not the right shade of pink because that looks more like a hot pink and hers is more of a bubblegum pink. Grumpy Bear is not royal blue, you know?
No.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry.
very weird. It also, the pans look very big. It looks like a big palette. Like, you know how Alien has that giant palette? Like, Alien has sometimes like those really big squares.
So their pan sizes are this big.
So this is a misleading photo.
Yeah.
It could just be the way it's zoomed in. I don't think their pans are going to be bigger than this. I really don't.
Well, if you don't have a rainbow palette and this speaks to you, it's $36 and it's coming soon. So
Nope. Just forget. And now the Gilmore Girls times Ulta.
Oh no! Oh no!
has anybody here watched Gilmore Girls? I have not.
I did.
I've watched it like 3 times.
I watched it.
I
when
love
it was
Gilmore
new.
Girls. Yeah, I love Gilmore Girls, but I watched it. Actually made Vroon watch it, and he would want to watch it with me. And he was like, "Wait for me to watch it." But yeah, I love that show. But this is not Gilmore Girls to me.
Did they have a reboot recently?
Yes.
Yeah.
They did like and they're gonna
It
do
was
another one or something. It's like a
I
year
think
in
it
the
was-
life of it's like 4
yeah.
episodes.
Yeah.
I watched this when it came out. Then I tried to rewatch it as an adult, and I was like, why did I like this? These people are really freaking obnoxious. Like,
They are
really
obnoxious.
obnoxious. I'm like, no. So,
okay.
This
Kat is saying that this is not products
No.
that Gilmore Girls would wear. So tell me what Gilmore Girl collection should look like.
I feel like the only thing that's Gilmore Girls about this is the plaid packaging on the nail polish thing reminds me of Rory's uniform she would wear to school.
they barely wore any makeup. Like,
They didn't wear
really.
makeup, yeah.
Was this
Lorelai
during
wore
like the thin eyebrow era?
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
they should have done some tweezers.
Yes. But yeah, I mean,
Eyebrow wax kit.
yeah, this is a no for me. Again,
Also, I wish they included something that would have represented like Suki because I loved her, Melissa McCarthy.
oh yeah, she was awesome, and that's
She was amazing in that show. That's the only reason Vern really watched it.
Oh my god, this palette just
and
gave
I
me.
love Lane too.
Yeah.
Was Melissa McCarthy as funny then as she is today?
Yes.
Yes, she was hilarious.
Okay,
You
I'll
just
watch it.
that's just you knew that was what she was meant to do.
Is it on Netflix?
It is. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, next up, this is the mint chocolate play color eyes mint cocoa. Okay, is it supposed to be choco? Did they misspell cocoa on purpose?
Choco.
Choco,
I think it's
Choco.
mint chocolate plague color eyes mint choco kit.
Yeah.
By
That's a
E2
fucking
now.
mouthful.
Yeah. It's,
6 shades, a brush with sprinkles for $19.32. Wow, it's already on sale. That's not good.
To this I say this is one of those things where it's like a neutral palette with a pop of mint. And
Yeah.
it
This
is
kind of reminds me of
insulting.
like early 2016 something Too Faced would have came out with.
it's cutesy. Yeah, totally. It looks like a Too Faced product. It's
Yeah.
cutesy, but like I don't need that.
I want to eat those pans though.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
mint pans, they look like the little mint Andes or
The ones that
Andes.
get the
They
Olive
look
Garden.
perfect.
Oh,
The Olive
I
Garden mints,
love-
yes.
yes. Mm.
Okay,
Goodbye, my
so-
Marc Jacobs.
Marc
They're not-
Jacobs is
They're
not
not
closing.
closing.
It was
I told you
announced that
this.
like there was a news article or something that they announced that they were closing. So maybe they decided because too many people complained to try to figure out something else.
Well, apparently,
Or maybe
rumor-
they couldn't say that till after the licensing stuff was finished.
Yeah. So the rumor is that, well, I mean, maybe it's not a rumor, maybe it's fact now, but it's just that their licensing agreement with Kendo is ending. So they're just not decided on whether they're going to continue with Kendo or if they're going to be owned by someone else. So, I mean, everyone that rushed to buy Marc Jacobs because it was going on sale, I'm sorry.
All those people spent all that money on Marc Jacobs because they thought those were going to become like collector's items or like you never know. You know, I'll always want this like immense pan of highlighter. Like I might need highlighter for my entire body for the rest of my life because that's how long that'll last you. But people
you
got
see
suckered into that stuff.
Tori's comment, Marc Jacobs, stop telling everyone I'm dead. You guys,
So,
what if Becca does this to us?
I think people would be perturbed.
They're closing what in about 2 months?
Yeah. Okay.
Becca
Next
who?
up, this is
Becca who?
Jouer. Bloom, Bronze, and Glow bronzer and highlighter duos.
Didn't these already come out like a while ago?
No, we don't need any more highlighting sticks. These should have expired a long time ago. No one needs a highlighter stick.
So this has shea butter, vitamin E, and jojoba seed oil.
Take a shot.
What? Jiminy Cricket. These brands. Yeah, this doesn't even look that good. Like, look how red undertone that bronzer is. And this one, that Sunset, that wouldn't be dark enough for either eye or Ruby. And the other one kind of has like an orangey tone. So yeah.
I think it looks like a really pretty eyeshadow palette swatched on their arm. Like that's like a really pretty neutral eyeshadow palette.
Ew.
No, let's just go back for 1 second though. Just one thing to say.
Okay.
if this color story speaks to you, you can get it elsewhere. You can get it from Juvia's Place. You can get it from
Colourpop.
Colourpop. You can get it from the Glamlight has like the Red Velvet palette, if that still exists. Like there's a lot of, if this color story speaks to you, there are other options. You do not have to support someone like Jeffree Star.
This looks like Joffrey had too much Pepto-Bismol and then projectile vomited it everywhere.
Yeah.
You don't need it. It's disgusting. You don't want his projectile vomit. Move on.
There's always another brand out there, honestly.
Yeah. And it's so expensive.
Is this infused with anything?
How?
It's infused
Pepto-Bismol?
with holy water.
Well, I'm trying to think of how to say this. How egotistical are you to pretty much turn your brand into a religious effigy?
Yeah.
Does that not, like, I'm not one for like religion but this is
what he needed to sell with this was one of those candles with his face on it. A prayer candle with his face. That would have been
this
like
is like
perfect.
cult level stuff to me. Sorry.
It's very like, okay, so here's the thing. Like if this was someone I was supporting and they came out with this, I would feel very weird buying something with a cross on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel weird about the religion stuff because I think religion has been something that's been used in art and in fashion a lot. Like if you look at
the cross necklaces and everything.
Like so much, yeah. Like
but not
like,
as turning your brand into religious. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like they'll use religious iconography, but not turning their brand into a religious object.
It's not the Huda Jesus it's for.
Yeah, no,
exactly.
They're definitely like they even have like the gold on the outside to look like the
it looks like a Bible.
Yeah, I 100% get that. I'm not offended by that at all. Because I do see like religion used a lot in a lot of areas,
no.
Like
but
Lady
what
Gaga.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not the.
What I was saying was that like as a Sikh, I would not go buy this thing that's looking like a Bible. That's not something I practice. So why am I going to buy something that resembles that religion? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's not for me. I remember as a kid for the longest time, like growing up, I thought, oh, crosses, like, because they were everywhere. They were like necklaces, they were like bracelets and whatever. I'm like, those are so cool. And then I was like, wait, but that's like a symbol of religion. And when I learned about that, I was like, nope, okay, no. I mean, you probably wouldn't buy something with the kunda on it, right? So
no, I think what you're talking about is like respect for other people's religious iconography, which I think is important.
Like I don't.
Tammy's saying in the comments that this is a big FU to Kat Von D because she always used a lot of religious iconography, and I can see that very much in this. Yeah, but if the color story speaks to you, there are tons of options out there for pink eyeshadow. You don't have to buy from Jeffree Star.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next up is the Basic Instincts Cheek Quad. It's $39. The Quad 1 features Orgasm, which is a peachy pink with a golden shimmer, Orgasm X, Behave, and Dolce Vita. Quad 2 has Torrid, Savage, Exhibit A, and Taj Mahal. And then they have the Matte and Glow Mini Lip Duos. This one doesn't bother me, the Ready Orange one.
Yeah. Taj Mahal is actually, I think, a blush that I was looking at with NARS. Yeah.
And that isn't a bad price to get 4 NARS blushes.
For $39. They're probably very small pans, right, Betsy? They're like the one they just come out with.
But I mean,
was a 6 pan. I would get the one with the red and orange.
I'd say it's probably going to be the size of like the Mario Quad.
Yeah, if I go to Ulta or see it in person, I'd probably pick it up. So.
Yeah.
Here, the thing I have an issue with, like with blush quads and things like that, I already said my piece on like how I feel about like all that stuff. But I just got a text message that the BH Cosmetics just dropped the Peridot palette, so we might want to jump over to BH Cosmetics at one point. But I just don't like that they're so close together. I wish there was more space. So if you wanted to use one blush out of there, your brush isn't going to get too close. I use a really big blush brush, so I would have trouble getting to like just the specific one I wanted. So that's an issue I have with like anything like this.
Yeah.
outside of the fact that I just don't like all the blushes together.
Let's
BH just
see.
dropped their.
Because you would probably never use like the red one, even if you were able to use the other 3, right? So
Girl, I don't know if I would ever use anything that red on me ever.
No. I mean, I doubt it's that vibrant, but
Okay, let's go to BH Cosmetics.
I'm gonna head out in about 10 to 13 minutes because we are leaving in 2 hours, and I still have to finish up packing and just making sure I have everything together. So
Well, once we look at the
Heads up.
BH palette, we'll jump over to see if there's anything remotely interesting
sounds
on
good.
Indy. So this is pretty. I like this.
This is probably the best one
It's
they've come
my
out with.
birthstone.
It's $9.
It's $9? Oh snap! Wait.
I really like the bright green. Fun story for my high school class ring. I know everyone's class ring, you're supposed to get like your birthstone in it, but I was like, but my birthstone's diamond, so it's boring. So I'm like, I want the fun, beautiful color. So I picked a peridot, and that's actually in my class ring as a peridot. And so I'm like, I'm kind of like drawn to it for that reason. But
It's really pretty, this palette.
yeah, I think this is kind of what I expected from the emerald palette, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but deeper.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the what do you call it? The gemstone palettes hasn't really like spoken to me at all.
No, I haven't bought any
Amy
of
hasn't
them.
updated this in 4 weeks, so I think we've actually talked about everything.
Oh,
on
okay.
Here.
Yeah.
Then let's check out the luxury stuff.
I mean, there have been indie releases, but I don't know what's going on. Anywho, she's probably busy.
Okay, so we will start with Guerlain. The
Yeah.
Orchid.
What does that look like to you guys? I don't know if I should say it.
It's phallic.
I think everyone knows.
It's like a vibrator. It's gonna vibrate that foundation all over you.
So, how do you say that? Orchid Imperial Foundation launching
I don't
on
know.
September 15th in Asia. It is inspired by the Orkady Impele skincare line and, of course, multiple skincare benefits.
I keep wanting to say
Of
chickadee.
course. Of
The
course.
chickadee.
I hate when people, you know who uses the phrase "of course" a lot? Jeffree
Of
Star.
course.
Whenever he releases stuff, it's like, and my lipsticks are very smooth and buttery. Of course. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck off.
At this point,
And of
there's
course.
only 5 shades to this. It has orchid brightening technology, which combines 2 precious orchids. In addition to, it contains crystal peptide that brings luster and and it's a foundation that brings luster and transparency.
Is this like a zero?
Look at the
Bezos-
comment. It's not
It's
a
Jeff
face, Mom.
Bezos' ride to space.
That suppresses pigmentation and dullness.
So this is okay. Yeah, it's 5 shades only, and it's coming out in Asia. And I don't know who, like, I don't know what, like, there must be people in Asia that have deeper skin. Like, what? They all look the same.
All right, Steven. We are the only ones that can test this out.
Who wants to buy it for us? Okay.
What? Okay. Luxury makeup in other markets. There you go, Steven.
I hate luxury makeup sometimes. Most of the time.
So
This
but
is-
yeah. The thing is, like, I've traveled to India, right? And I've traveled via Japan Airlines, Cathay Pacific, and I think it was China Airlines. And all 3 of them, you know, when they come to you, I don't know if you guys have been on international flights, but they'll come to you with the duty-free stuff and they'll be like, here's the catalog. Do you want to buy anything? If you look at the shade ranges, there is nothing for deeper than like the deepest of the light spectrum. So not even light medium. But you know that shade of like very fair to fair?
Mm-hmm.
The end of that is where it cuts off. So if you're a light medium or deeper, there's like nothing for you.
Yeah, they're just trying to say like
and I
nail
think-
polish.
Yeah, and I think it's just kind of, it's weird to me though, because they think they go, okay, well, it's like the Asian market, and you know, a lot of people are that skin tone, but there must be people that are tanner or deeper. Like if you look at India's a part of Asia, but it's never included as a part of Asia. I don't know why. But the skin tones that range in India go from fair to deep.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you catering to the Asian market with this? That's what bugs me, because there's other countries that are a part of Asia that have deeper skin tones.
Even within China, even within like other, like if you're in America and you think Asia, even within those countries, there are people with deeper skin, and it's really insulting. You know, like people with deeper skin are the global majority.
Well, and the thing is, you in any race, you can have a spectrum of colors, like from the fairest to fair. There are people also, of African descent that are, you know, if you get someone who's albino, you know.
But also there's so many interracial marriages, not just in America, but across the world.
Exactly. So, I mean,
I don't know. It bothers me so much.
Well, I mean, even for white folks, you know what I'm saying? Like, even whenever I'm not tan, those shades won't work for me at all. You know, I'm white, but my coloring falls outside the ideal.
So Natalia's comment saying that it's because they put whiteness on the pedestal. So being of Indian descent, like I can tell you in Asia, like even where I'm from in India, Eurocentric features are all the rage. Everyone wants to be lighter. They want to be whiter. They want blue eyes, green eyes. They think their brown eyes aren't beautiful. They think their deeper skin's not beautiful. Like when I tell you, I can't remember what brand it was, but they blanket over a bunch of different brands. And it's one that markets here as well. Like, you know how there's Kendo, I can't remember what it is. They literally in India would market this cream called Fair and Lovely. And it was like a turmeric cream. And it's meant to make you look more fair. And people would buy into this marketing, and skin bleaching and all that kind of stuff is such a thing over there. I mean, I think it's starting to get better because people are starting to self-love and self-appreciate and really, you know, being who they are. But it's sad that that's what it's like on that side of the world, because everyone puts white on a pedestal. So yeah, it's a major issue over there.
So it is. Yeah. And didn't Black China do something with, because it's in African countries too, with a skin bleaching company. I remember that being talked about a few years ago.
Skin bleach is so potentially dangerous. Scary.
So next up, this is Bobbi Brown and Oola Johnson collection. So it's a highlighter, which that pan on there, look how intricate that is.
I don't know who Oola Johnson is, so.
I don't know who she is either, but the pan detailing is gorgeous.
I like the outside packaging. It's really interesting. And the inside kind of reminds me of Odin's Eye when they had that, the highlighter that was the marbled effect. It looks really pretty.
So.
But I also hate when that happens, because then you never know, like, what kind of tone you're going to get. It's going to be inconsistent, like with the Hourglass powders.
But I think that the tone inconsistencies, for the most part, unless you're mainly concentrating on one color, would be so minute, I don't think you would really even notice it.
So Oola Johnson's a women's wear and accessories designer. Her brand is sold in Nordstrom, it seems. She's from New York. And she's a daughter of archaeologists, if you were curious.
Ooh,
that's cool.
So. Yeah. Looks pretty, but kind of basic.
Yeah.
That's Byredo.
This is...
Byredo?
This was out already before, no? Yeah, yes. It was. And I think it's just now
Okay, so I think that
everywhere.
She's doing... Most of her stuff is her selling her old makeup. That's weird.
Oh, she's selling it? Oh.
Yes, that's her old makeup.
Things must be tight over there.
I mean, literally, there was the YSL.
Sorry, I shouldn't say that.
No
I shouldn't
comment.
say that.
Well, I mean, like the YSL was, the Byredo.
Oh, the Dior quints are cute. If you just look
Yes.
at the right,
Those are adorable.
Oh,
the one with the
wow.
orange in the middle.
Yes.
Those are so pretty.
Is Aileen here?
No, I don't think
I don't
I've
think
seen her.
so.
We're gonna like tag
She's
her
in
in
water
this.
park with her family this weekend.
Yes.
Oh,
So
Those are really
Yeah.
pretty.
those are gorgeous.
But do we want to end it here so Ruby can get on her
Yeah, I don't
airplane?
see anything else that's it's super interesting. So there we go.
Yeah. All I'm going to add to this is that if anyone wants to watch me rant about Mothership and the latest Mothership and then the Hourglass eyeshadow collection, I went ahead and added those as highlights on my Instagram profile. So feel free to like watch those if you want to get mad with me. Yeah. I like doing it. I like doing that because you know what? It helps me get rid of my frustration, and I'm not like being wrong or mean or attacking people. I'm just like, hey, here's this issue that I'm seeing, and I think it's important that we talk about this thing. And then I get lots of really great feedback from people, and it helps me process my emotions.
Yeah.
And then I say,
yes,
that, so.
we love the rants.
Yes, lots of rants, lots of Steven TED Talks.
So I guess that's it from us today. We shall see y'all on the 14th for our next episode of Magpies. Maybe we might change it. Kind of depends on how Nadia's feeling.
Yes, it will be the day after. You never know.
Nadia might not
Or
even
no,
be on
the
the
day
planet
of.
Earth anymore. Who
I mean-
knows?
It would be the 15th.
Oh yeah, the 15th.
Sunday.
That's
Yes.
the 4th. Yeah.
I just double checking. We can always move it if needed, Nadia. So,
But I guess that's it.
yay.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye, everyone.
Thanks everyone for coming.